Okay, welcome back, guys. When we last left Brigida here in Ravenloft, somewhere right around, where's my green screen going? Somewhere right around there. No, down a little bit. Over here. I think I can see her from here. Anyway, when we last left Brigida and company, they were down in the depths of the catacombs here. They had recovered the Tome of Strahd, where um, the old bastard had recorded, penned himself, a tragic tale of how Strahd came to his fallen state. The book bound in black leather. We had overcome the catacombs using the anomaly mechanics in. It's actually present in both Ironsworn and in Delve, although it's kind of spelled out and emphasized a little bit more in Delve. I think this is overlooked tech. I don't hear a lot of people using this in Ironsworn. So yeah, boy, I tell you what, I was impressed. Anyway, having had that excitement of dealing with the catacombs, now we're going to make it even more exciting and spend a session watching Brigida read a book. So clearly I know how to entertain. Anyway, so Tome of Strahd, penned by Strahd himself. Thick black cover, brass hinges, fastenings, parchment, very brittle. Most of the book's written in a curious shorthand that only Strahd himself can employ. Stains have made most of the book illegible. I have to read this first part. Just because this is the classic. This is on the back cover of the book, I think, or right on the inside cover. I am the angel. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was the warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god. But the war years and the killing years wore down my soul as the wind wears stone into sand. That is good. That is a good. That's a good monologue right there. Anyway, so what's happened here is Brigida's gotten a hold of this tome, and potentially this is a very big deal. I was kind of eye rolling all the time at how emphatically they have written the priest in town to say, like, you really need to get this tome back, and I was kind of rolling my eyes at that a little bit. But turns out he's not wrong. Let's get Brigida up here and take a look at what we got going on. So I have a couple different vows that I'm working on. Investigate and avenge the missing members of the Free Wardens. Need to figure out what's going on with them. I'm being opposed in that by the Kashida. Destroying the Devil's Strahd and freeing Barovia. Cleaning the vampiric taint from Gertruda and driving the Kashida out of Barovia. All good things, and all things that I feel like I can actually use this book to make some headway on. So I'm gonna dig in here and see how much of this stuff I can actually pull out, because really, I mean, I can learn about vampirism, I can learn about the Kashida's arrival in Barovia, why they're here, what they're investigating, what they're trying to learn, because they're trying to get like a phylactery or something like that, using the secrets of Strahd himself. So they probably want this book. And destroying Strahd himself and getting him out of Barovia, and that obviously, this book could be the key to a lot of that. So I am going to see what I can do here. I have currently 8 momentum and a will to succeed, and of course that will is going to be the really important thing there. No, my dice are going to be the most important thing, but we're going to see what we got. So when I'm doing this, I think, according to the Oracle of the original module, there's a base 30% chance to read any paragraph in the book, reading the paragraphs, and then there's stuff in here. I'm looking at, okay, all right, I read some of the passages here and getting some ideas as in terms of, what can be learned from this. But I mean, this is sketchy, and really I can just sort of figure out most of this stuff out. So adventuring moves here, the options I have, face danger, secure an advantage, gather information. I'm going to start with gather information. When you search an area, ask questions, conduct an investigation, follow through a track. Roll wit. On the strong hit, you discover something helpful and specific. Path you follow, the action you must take. Envision what you learn. Ask the Oracle Adventure. Take +1, +2 momentum. Yeah, definitely going with that one. So I'm gathering information. I'm rolling wits. I don't think I have anything else to bring to this except for that. So we will see what we've got going on here as I start to peruse the book. Ah, freaking 10 and a 9? Oh, that's horrible. Oh, sweet jumpin' Jiminy, that's just the worst possible result I could get. All right, gather information. Ooh, yikes. On a miss, your investigation unearths a dire threat or reveals an unwelcome truth that undermines your quest. Unearths a dire threat. Oh, fuck me. or reveals an unwelcome truth that undermines your quest. Pay the price. Pay the price. Great. You suffer the outcome of a move, choose one. Make the most obvious negative outcome happen. I'm thinking about dire threats. Envision 2 negative outcomes, rate 1 as likely. Or yes, make this outcome happen, otherwise make it the other. Roll on the table below. I'm gonna roll on this just to see. There's almost everything that's on this table. Hopefully you can see this table relatively. Almost everything that's on this table is something that I could make use of. That I could. Some of them are kind of weak sauce in this particular situation, but practically everything that's in here. A person or community that you trusted loses faith in the village. Exposed to danger. See above. Or Irina, for that matter. I'm just gonna roll. Let's find out what we got going on. That's lame. I hate that response. A new danger foe. I don't need a new danger foe. I've got plenty. It's just dumb. But if I flip the numbers and take an 05, a person or community you trusted loses faith in you or acts against you. Son of a bitch. Okay. All right. So here's what I envision. Brigida is reading the book and perusing it, and she's sitting there and working with Ismark and Irina, and we're trying to suss out the meaning of some of his ciphers and that sort of thing. And while this is going on, remember these windows. There's windows right down here at this catacomb level that go out into that look out of the cliff. They're embedded right in the cliff and look out in the cliff, and they follow the waterfall down this 1,000-foot drop. And there, at the base where the pool is and the stream is winding away, there's the Vistani camp, and from there we're following the road back to the town, and we see it's dark, it's foggy in the town, and we see people, a few people moving through this fog and this mist in Barovia, in the village of Barovia, and some of them are hooded, cloaked, and do not move like townspeople. Some of them are townspeople. And they nod and they motion and they all move, and we see them moving towards the chapel while this is happening, and they're creeping in. And so what I've done, there's a couple things here. I've got that holy symbol that I brought back to the chapel, and I brought back the holy symbol of Barovia that the mayor had, and I brought them both back to the chapel and left them with the priest. And what I'm seeing here with an 05, a person of the community you trusted loses faith in you, acts against you. So those people in the town who are aligned with the Kushida and the Kushida themselves are taking this opportunity to steal back or steal from me this important holy relic of my people, of the Free Warden. And this is all unbeknownst to me at this point in time. When I get back there, obviously bad stuff there, and what I will do to I don't need to do anything mechanically to reflect this. It's enough that it's happening narratively, because now I don't have the holy symbols, and that's not good. But I can reflect it mechanically because I have stuff going on here right now that actually works for that, because I have this investigate, avenge the missing members of the Free Wardens, and I have the Kushida, who are a threat here, so I can advance their menace as part of my failure, which is one of the things that's meant to happen here. That's what threats are supposed to do. One of the things you can do with threats is when you have a fail, one of your threats advances, and it's perfect for this to happen with regards to this thing. So while this is happening, and while I'm puzzling out and swearing about how difficult this stupid book is and everything like that, this is sneaking. These bastards are sneaking an end around behind me. Not great. Not the kind of thing that makes me super happy. No, indeed. I will investigate further. God, that was a kick in the pants. A 9 and a 10, when I have a momentum of 8, leaves me not a damn thing I can do about it. Honestly, even if I'd had 10 momentum, I wouldn't have been able to get this thing completely turned around. Whew, what a mess. What a mess. That stinks. I'm going to keep reading. I'm still going to be doing gather information, because by God, I need to learn this stuff. So I'm going back in here. I'm going back in for gather info. I'm good at this. I shouldn't be, and I don't think I have. Well, let me look at my assets here. I'm going to take one more. I don't love the idea of bringing my mace into this, but I think I might if things go the way I want them to go. When you face danger using your shield. None of the rest of this stuff really applies. I do not have a lot of assets that make it better for me to gather information. That is not what Brigida is. That's not where her assets are invested, let's just say. So let's get back in there and gather information. Come on, Brigida. It's just a cipher developed by an extremely smart, nigh immortal 400-year-old nobleman. How fucking hard can it be? Still, fucking 9. God dang. All right, what do I got for gather information? Weak hit. On a weak hit, the information complicates your quest and introduces new danger. Envision what you discover complicates your quest, and take +1 momentum. Okay, so I'm just going to go kind of chronologically through some of the stuff that they have in the book, like read this stuff forward. All goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth and strength gone, and all I had left was death. My army settled in the valley of Barovia and took power over the people in the name of a just God, but with none of the gods' grace or justice. I called for my family, long unseated from their ancient thrones, and brought them here to settle in the castle Ravenloft. They came with a younger brother of mine, Sergei. He was handsome and youthful. I hated him for both. Alright. The information complicates your quest and introduces new danger. We got family, we have a brother. So I find out that he had a brother that he hated, and that he was old and getting weak and close to death. Alright. Okay, my summary stuff here. And he mentions the army. That might be the connection between him and the Kushida. He brought them here from the very beginning. It's like some sort of interior sort of... I'm envisioning some kind of like sort of militaristic cult within the army. That kind of worships him. He ranged all over the world. They weren't from the Kushida aren't from here, which means he's not from here. He's not from here. He's not from here. If he's not from here, I can drive him out. Haven't learned much about the vampiric taint. If he's not from here, we can drive him out. Then we can drive the Kushida out, I think. I still don't know anything about it. I'm not going to mark too much on this because it was only a weak hit. Once more into the breach, Brigida. Once more into the breach. Let me just look back at my moves again. I want to see that. I don't think this is risky yet. If I get another failed roll, I'm going to go back to face danger on this because I think that there's a potential here that the book is just going to disintegrate in my hands. So I want to make sure that I'm going to use face danger to avoid that. But that's not really a risk just yet. I haven't had a failure. So I'm going to go back and, it's not really that surprising. I used the heck out of Security Advantage last time too. Or I guess it was Security Advantage, but in any case, gather information. So let's get back in here and see what I can do. One more. Okay. I got a 4. That's terrible. Challenge dice are 5 and a 2, which means I can burn momentum to get a strong hit. On a strong hit, I add momentum. The path you follow or the action you must take to make progress is made clear. Okay. Envision what you ask. Take +2 momentum. Alright, so I burn momentum. I'm definitely doing that. I'm burning momentum. I'm going back up by 2 to get me back up to a 4, which is fine. The path you follow, the action you must take to make progress clear. From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all others, a rare beauty who was called perfection, joy, and treasure. Her name was Tatiana, and I longed for her to be mine. I loved her for her youth. I loved her with all my heart. I loved her for her joy, but she spurned me. Her heart went to Sergei. They were betrothed. Yada yada yada. She saw death in me and turned her from me, and so I came to hate death and my death. My hate is very strong. I would not be called death so soon. I made a pact with death. On the day of the wedding, I killed Sergei, my brother, and the pact was sealed with his blood. Okay. I found Tatiana weeping in the garden. She fled from me. Great anger swelled within me. She had to understand the pact I made for her. I pursued her. Finally, in her despair, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft, and I watched everything I'd ever wanted fall from my grasp forever. It was 1,000 feet through the mists. No trace of her was ever found. And it's at the base of that waterfall that Irina was found when she was a child. And she looks exactly like the painting in the study. Arrows from the castle guards pierced me to my soul, but I did not die, nor do I live. I have become undead forever. I have studied much since then. Vampire is my new name. I still lust for life and youth. I curse the living that took them from me, but even the sun is against me. Little else can harm me, but the weapon, the cursed weapon that Sergei brought. I must dispose of that awful tool. I fear it and hate. Aha. Okay, so there's the trick with my flail. I feel like there's a connection there. I want to find Sergei's tomb. I think that is the path forward for me. That is the path forward for me. But I'm going to learn some things. Let's look at my summary here. I am going to mark, and I'm going to mark that I'm about clearing the vampiric trait from Gertrude because I see the source of it. It's in hatred and a pact of blood. I think I see a way through to make a ritual or something that I can perform to try to clear that away from her. I hope. I think that may be all I have right now, except I think I'm going to try and find Sergei's tomb here. That's what I'm headed for. I've got the layout of this place. I've conquered these catacombs, so I've got the layout of this place, and I think I'm going to head for Sergei's tomb and see if I can learn more or find more. Just get a sense of what's going on there. I know what I'm going to be doing there. But I'm going to secure an advantage first. Read just a little bit more from the book, but different move. Not gathering information, I'm just securing advantage. When you assess the situation, make preparations, attempt to gain leverage, envision your action and roll. If you act with speed, blah, 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 blah. I am going to act with wits once more into the breach. Try not to pooch it too bad, and absolutely blow it. Super. My assumptions betray me. Pay the price. My assumptions betray me. A friend, companion, or ally is put in harm's way, or you are if you're alone. Son of a bitch. Okay. Okay, so I read where I need to go. I get some thoughts from the book about where I need to go to find Sergei's tomb. I bundle the thing up, I get it in my pack, and get everything ready, and I'm checking in with Irina to make sure that she's okay. Actually, I'm gonna make a thing out of this. I'm checking in with her. It's like, you know, it's obviously, I think the beast thinks that you're this Tatiana, that's the connection there. He's a fool, if a powerful fool. We'll protect you from him. We can protect you. And I'm going to test my bond, tested through circumstance, because she's learned something scary. She's learned that Strahd isn't just mad and obsessed. He has a reason. Zealot with a reason. That's no good. I'm going to test my bond by rolling with heart. I do have a roll plus heart. I want to check and make sure. I feel like if I have a bond, I shouldn't get a bonus for the bond. So I have a bond with Irina. I have a bond with Ismark. Promising that we're going to take care of her. Yep. The bonds specifically mention, the moves specifically mention when the bond gives you a bonus. Testing your bond is not one of those things. It does not mention that, so I just get to roll my heart, which isn't great. Okay. Well, maybe it's not bad, but test your bond is a weak hit. All right. On a weak hit, your bond is fragile. You must prove your loyalty. Envision what they ask of you and do it, or swear an iron vow to do it. All right. I'll see you from this place. I will see you home. Back to the village. A free village, free from this creature's taint. But I will see you home. It's time to be out of this castle. We will face Strahd, and then we'll be home. It's a simple thing, so it's not a big one, but I am going to swear an iron vow to Irina to do this thing. Swear upon iron, roll plus heart. If you make this vow to a person or community with whom you share a bond, add +1. I'm going to do that, and wait, what? Do that wrong. Heart or devotant stat. No, my heart is a 3, and I'm taking a modifier +1, and I get double 3s on a full hit. Okay, cool. On a strong hit, you are emboldened, and it is clear what you must do next. Ask the Oracle of Ventura. Take +2 momentum. All right, so +2 momentum, and I was doing this as part of the test your bond. So weak hit, your bond is fragile. Envision what they ask of you. If you refuse or fail, clear the bond. Pay the price. So I don't refuse. That's fine. I didn't get anything out of that except for that. But going back to the original thing, the pay the price. Pay the price. A friend, companion, or ally is put in harm's way, or you are if you're alone. I'm not alone. My friend is put in harm's way. So we're heading into the catacombs. I think I know where Sergei's tomb is at, and we find it. We find Sergei's tomb. A peaceful stillness, a calm amid the storm is felt here. In the center of the tomb, a white marble slab holds the coffin of Sergei von Zarovich. This quiet room is 50 feet long to the south, and oh, he put him up in style. It's a big room, 50 feet long north to south, 30 feet across. To the north, behind the intricately inlaid coffin, there are 3 alcoves. Beautifully carved statues stand in each alcove as if just as the day they were placed there. This coffin opens easily to the touch of any good character. While we're looking at this, the swirling mists and stuff, the mists coalesce, rising up out of the mist. Strahd von Zarovich. You have no right to be here. Tatiana, come to me. And she's like, no. And I'm trying to move, but he reaches out, and Irina's just basically pulled straight across the space of the room through the mist swirling around, and I'm running at her, but he curls his arm around her neck and her shoulders and vanishes back into the mists. And I'm left there howling at the mist and the madness and all of that. What is my opportunity? My opportunity here is that I am going to need an opportunity. I'm switching to Geared for War as I take some of Sergei's armor. So I'm encumbered. When you endure harm in a fight, add +2, take +1 momentum on a hit. What should my opportunity be? Okay, I am going to use one of my my weapons moves here. I have the blade bound thing. When you gather information by listening to the whispers of the kin blade, add +1 and take +2 momentum on a hit, then endure stress. My opportunity is going to be that in this place at this time, I think I can face danger And if I manage to face danger, I don't endure the stress because Sergei's presence here, who bore the weapon for so long, could calm the thing. But I'm going to gather information by listening to the whispers of this weapon, the spirits within, and I'm going to gather information. Oh, you know what? I take that back. I've got a thought here on what I can do. Ugh, burn momentum for a weak hit. Well, I'm definitely going to. I'm not going to miss. That's horrible. All right, burning again on the momentum. Super. To get a weak hit, momentum drops to 1 instead of 2 because I'm encumbered. Fine. On a weak hit, the information complicates your quest and introduces new danger. Envision what you discover. Take +1 momentum. The opportunity is not that I'm not going to have to endure stress. Let's go back to the stuff that I need to deal with. So let me deal with all that first. I need to endure stress, which is 2 stress. Lowers my spirit down to a 3. And then I need to go back to my moves here, and under my suffer moves, I need to endure stress. When you face mental shock or despair, suffer spirit equal to your foe's rank or appropriate to the situation. Your spirit is 0, suffer moment, blah blah blah. Roll spirit or heart, whichever's higher, it's the same. And I'm gonna try and see what I can get here. But I'm gonna give myself the opportunity here coming up after this. Rolling my spirit, which is a 3. Get a strong hit. On a strong hit, choose 1. Shake it off. If your spirit is greater than 0, suffer -1 momentum in exchange for +1 spirit. Embrace the darkness, take +1 momentum. I am going to take the momentum, leave the spirit where it is, and I am going to take this opportunity to form a bond with this god dang weapon, because I don't think I have that. Let me just check my bonds real quick. Maybe I already have it. I do already have a bond with that. Never mind. Fiddlesticks. That doesn't give me anything then. But I did. Okay, so I'm just going to have the opportunity to learn a few more things here. Sergei's presence here gives, and the fact that he was connected to this means he was probably a free warden at some point, which means learning more about this. The weapon like I see through the weapon, Sergei's life, his connection here to Strahd, him coming back and finding Strahd in league with like sort of an enemy faction, all of these kinds of things. This explains like sort of the obsession with calling more free wardens here. I'm in a point here where I'm at about a 50-50 chance. I've got reasonably decent odds of succeeding at this point in time, at least getting a weak hit on this. So that's not a terrible place to be. I understand the hatred here. I know that the weapon is powerful enough to harm him. Marking that gets me to 4. Yikes. Driving the Kushida out of Barovia. Yeah, those boys are going to dance. Oh, and I need to get this vow here. Get, home. Which, while troublesome, is complicated by the fact that I don't actually have access to her right now. Oh, I was also going to do a delve to get to that location, but I didn't. So now I need to get to wherever the hell they are, and for that I need to delve. So I'm going to charge upward out of this damn castle. Let's zoom back out here a little bit, and I'm going to head back up through. There's several ways out of here. The most obvious one being this big old spiral staircase right here, but we shall see as we get going here. So let's just get back in there and get Brigitte and get into the delve, because I need to get up and go looking for the next thing. Moves, delve moves, delve the depths. Actually delving up out of the depths, hopefully. Delve the depths. When you traverse an area within a perilous sight, envision your surroundings. Coming up out of this, envision my surroundings, eh? Well, let's take a look at K18. High tower staircase. The large gray flagstones of the spiraling staircase lead up and down around a 20-foot wide stone core. Cobwebs fill the staircase, making it difficult to see even the ceiling. Heavy beams sag overhead from centuries of weight age. The staircase starts at the very base of the castle and spirals upward around the central shaft to just below K17. Solid masonry walls, so on and so forth. So, that's what I envision. Let's see what I actually get on the roll. I am proceeding with edge, because I'm a fucking idiot. I shouldn't be rolling that. It's not a good stat for me. Also, the odds of something dodgy happening on a mixed success on a weak hit is worse. If you look at this table here, if I'm going with edge, it's the highest chance of mark progress and reveal a danger. All kinds of stuff. Less chance of finding an opportunity. Yeah, it's not great, but I'm rushing. I feel like that's what would happen here. I'm going to hurry as much as I can, so I'm going to roll edge, and I'm going to be upset about it, but whatever, it is what it is. I don't have any modifiers for this, so let's see how bad it is. That's pretty freaking bad. All right, things have gotten complicated here at the old ranch. All right, so Reveal a danger. On a miss, reveal a danger. You lose your way or you are delayed. Great. Fan-freaking-tastic. I lose my way or we are delayed. How could we be delayed? What would delay us? Let's take a look at what we've got going on in this thing. I'm going to start from the catacombs, head up to the Lardersville Omen. That's the stairs there. They're really kind of closed off from the rest of the castle. I think I know what this is going to be. Oops, that's not going to be helpful. I need to go back over to courtyard. Oh, let's back this up a little bit. Back out of here a little bit so I can see. Oh, it's too far up. Main floor. Lose your way or you are delayed. I don't. Yeah, I think so. I've got this empty shaft down, like at the base of this thing, and I think what I'm doing, and this has been looming over me for a while now, so I'm just glad to be doing it. So I'm going to back down a little bit. We're delayed. We're delayed. We're delayed. Why are we delayed? Because reasons. This is a search token. Great. So as I'm heading towards the stairs, we are. Oh, those are premium. Ugh, all I need is the thing. There we go. That'll work. Perfect. All right, so let's get onto the right level here. And I don't know if you can see these very clearly, but don't really need to see them very clearly because I'm taking care of it for you. So as I'm heading for the stairs, I hear this soft sigh of breath and wind and that sort of thing. And I look up to see, gliding down through the air, which they just should not do because they're made of stone, a pack of gargoyles descending down through this hot, stinking mess of an area. So I'm getting down in here. Take Irina off of the board for now, and it's just me and Ismark as we face off against a pack of gargoyles that I'm absolutely sure that Strahd has sent our way. We are delayed. Indeed we are. We are delayed, and although I would rush up through the castle, I do not have the option to do so because he has put evil creatures of the castle in my way. That's going to be awesome. So that's going to be, I'm just making a note to my future self. Future self, this is going to be a formidable thing because I'm running into, they're probably dangerous, but I'm running into them as a pack. So it's going to be another formidable thing. I don't want to do it as a battle, although that would be faster because my freaking momentum is through the floor right now. And if the roll goes bad, that's not going to be a fun time. So I'm going to have a formidable fight on my hands. Let's just get that in there right now. Fight gargoyles in the castle catacomb. Formidable. Sweet. Okay, that is a thing. Oh, it's a challenge. Oh, that's cool. You can actually flag the progress things as a challenge and have the thing right there. I didn't even realize that was a deal. Huh, I could have used that. I could have used that for the anomaly. Wow. Okay, so yeah, last session up against the catacombs, rocked it. Doing well this time. Book sitting right there. I got all the opportunities in the world. I'm getting my head caved in. So, you know, is what it is. Got to try to get to Irina. So, next time, gargoyles. Oh boy. Oh boy. Man, it's like this castle is hard or something. It's like Ravenloft is difficult. So many party wipes. So many party wipes. So many TPKs in the histories of D&D at this thing. And I feel like that despite not being part of D&D and not really using the stats of the game or anything like that, I still feel like Ironsworn is doing a good job of holding true to tone. Because I feel like Knife's Edge right now. See how it goes. All right, thanks for checking in, guys. Everyone, I really appreciate it. Throw some good luck my way because, oh, mama, this one's going to hurt. The rest of it's going to hurt. I've lost Irina right after I promised that I would get her home. I've got to get to her. Probably going to mean a showdown with Strahd. I am not at top form. Yeah, that's going to be rough. It's going to be rough, buddy. Tune in next time. There's probably going to be blood on those stones there. Good night.